Right, 1681, good luck. So we've not played before, no head-to-head score. 14,000 games for my opponent, that's really good. You see a little bit different ratings there, but not many games in the other formats. So we'll just play a normal carro. I could do an early g6 just for variety, I suppose, but d5 is the standard move against essentially anything white does. Okay, let's play d5. Take. So I'm going to take with a queen this game. It's normal to take with a pawn. A queen, the engines will tell you, is a mistake, but it's just a little bit of variety. Lots of options for white here. You can block, you can lunge forward, I can drop the queen back. Depending on what white does, we can maybe take and go into an endgame. Knight up, I can play a bishop up, but otherwise I'm just going to develop. Just make sure the queen's capable of dropping back. Now the bishop up somewhere. Probably here, because bishop's likely to come to g5, but we'll see. Does indeed. So I'll just develop. So now we're able to castle. So then rook across, so I'll just get castled. There is a possibility of a move like queen up here just to undermine the bishop. So queen up, if we take, you take, we take, you take. You know, the only reason to play this is just because you can undermine the defense of the bishop. That's literally the only reason. So I'm just spending a move just because there's a potential trick there. Only reason I've played this move. I might have to spend a move coming back, but he might have blundered it. Because if you take back, we take the bishop. If you take here, we take the bishop and hit the queen. And then we still collect. The only reason I played that queen move was just because that potential trick existed. He's probably just debating whether to resign and get on with another game. It is in an arena tournament after all. So he might do that. Or otherwise you might as well just play on. Okay, he does take, so I'm going to take the queen. So he takes, so I might as well gain a bishop, lose a bishop. And it's one less piece to worry about. Now knight up, so we've got rook v rook, knight v knight, and queen v rook. So I think knight across looks fine here. If knight down, maybe just queen back. Obviously you can't afford to trade any pieces. I'll pre-move in case it does, but I just have to pay attention to try and keep my advantage now. Okay, knight comes forward. So a pawn up. If the knight comes in, you're probably getting trapped, but I don't see it offhand. But as long as my queen's got multiple paths, then it shouldn't be getting trapped. Pawn up now, just simply take. Knight goes back. So my queen can run if needed. Or this way. Actually, g5 looks like a pretty nice square potentially. There is a hit to the pawn right now. So we can drop back and hit this pawn. Yeah, I think that looks alright. We create two threats. If you push, I just take. I guess you've got to move like knight back here just to guard both pawns. And maybe I'll play a move like pawn up just to make sure I don't blunder the back rank. One move checkmate, which can easily happen. Right, knight comes forward. There's a pawn hanging, isn't there? Yeah, a little bit defensive, but don't want to give free material away. Knight down is a move now, but I'm just trying to push a pawn so the king's got a bailout square later on. I'm not sure which pawn is the right one to push, but Let's drop back now and hit the knight. The knight will have to retreat somewhere. I don't think you can afford to trade. Here, I'll probably go here. Goes back. Right, so I'm giving my king a square now. Okay, pushes. I think that's fine to take. I've just got to pay attention and try not to blunder the queen in some silly way, but it's perfectly possible to do that. Okay. I'm going to get the king up so there's no simple one move checks, and I'll try and activate the knight. I mean, it might allow this again, but okay, where do we go? Let's sidestep and maybe get forward. I want to try and stop being too passive now. So maybe rook across here just to stop this, offer to trade a set of rooks. I don't think white can afford to trade anything. So maybe this... I won't pre-move anything here, get the cursor off the board. Here it goes back. So pawn up now I think makes sense. Down, take. Yeah, I'm going to play that just to try and break up the structure of these pawns. If down, I think I simply take. Okay, pushes, so take. No, I think knight up makes sense here. Knight in, of course, is a move I can't take back because of the pin. But at least I'm getting forward. I can maybe just start running. I've just got to watch out for some sort of knight jumps that could happen at some point. Oh, but he's traded, didn't see a better move, so... Obviously you can't take there because of this. So there's a pawn there. I assume we just come behind. We just collect. Okay, and get the cursor off the board so there's no accidents. Okay, rook across, so he's trying to get down, collect the pawn, but I think I'm fine to collect. Trade, rook down, queen check, king up, queen check, and collect the pawn. That should be cleanly winning. Okay, goes across. I think we can just drop back now. I'll just try and collect another pawn. If the rooks ever get on this rank, I can obviously try and just guard and then give up the queen for 2 rooks. As long as I don't just blunder something really silly, really careless, but it is possible, it does happen. Yeah, it's gone across, so I think I might as well just push my pawn now. Okay, we get the win.